Hello and welcome back to the Elder Scrolls Online Elsweyr. So, last time we actually defeated, well, Cadwell, but his physical body, this is the soul-shriven part, but not his physical body, even though he appears as a physical. Confusing. Either way, we have to talk to Qa'Rajh to advance the story. So,
the eclipse approaches, and with it the opening of the moon gate of Anequina. We have a short amount of time before the way to Jode's core appears. At least I am attuned, and I was able to charge the Dragonhorn.
what do we do now, Qa'Rajh?
Qa'Rajh has already gone to the moon gate of Anequina to take charge of the forces there. We will join him shortly. Thank you for helping with my attunement, Fiveclaw. With you and my ancestors beside me, we will find a way to stop the dragons. We stopped the betrayer, but not before he set the moons in motion. Soon they will align. When the eclipse occurs, the moon gate of Anequina will open and grant access to Jode's core, which is exactly what the dragons desire.
How much time do we have?
Some, but not a lot.
Ooh, Betrayer
Luckily,
Breaker.
we anticipated the
Cool.
connection to the moon gate and sent Qa'Rajh ahead with whatever forces we could spare, which was not as much as I would like. I just wish we had something else to fall back on.
What about the Dragonhorn?
The Dragonhorn is charged, but we still do not know its full capabilities. We must not waste its energy, so we will save it until absolutely necessary. We should make our way to the moon gate now. Tell our companions, it is time.
I'll gather
Our
allies.
companions left the palace to wander Rimmon and consider
Jode's
what is to
core.
come. Find Abner Tarn, Zamorak, and Prefect Kalo. Cadwell too, if he is still around. I would like them to join us at the moon gate, but will understand if they decide not to.
So we have two options here. Where is the moon gate of Anequina? Obviously, that's a bit of a big one. I think I know, and it's down in the same area where we just were, so that will be a lot of walking. So likely not this episode. This one is actually interesting because that seems to be lore-based. So what actually happened to you at the Shadow Dance Temple?
I can only tell you what I experienced. I became one with the temple, with all its memories and past experiences. I connected with my bloodline, with the first Anequina herself. I was attuned.
What does that mean? Attuned.
I underwent the process of attunement, the same as Anequina and the moon priests of the temple, the same as Cadwell. I know how to make the moons move, provided we find a working lunar lattice apparatus.
Can you open portals like Cadwell now, too?
Some of the stories about Anequina speak of her teleporting from place to place. I see something about portals, but it does not make much sense. Perhaps when I have had 1,000 years to practice, I will be as competent as Cadwell. Yes?
Where is the moon gate of
The
Anequina?
ancient structure rises out of the jungle far to the southwest.
Yeah, I figured as
A
much.
place known primarily as a pilgrimage stop and historical curiosity may turn out to be the site of Elsweyr's most crucial battle yet.
Tell me more about the
The
moon
moon
gate.
gates are among the oldest ruins in Elsweyr. Of the few sites we know of, the Anequina ruin is the most well-preserved. Moon priests consider it sacred. The Riddlethar ties it to the lattice. The rest of us, we see a pile of old rocks.
Okay, so gather your companions. Well, they all seem to be outside. Wow. 29,000 experience, if I'm reading that right. Oh, recipe already known. Well, we'll leave that. Just grab a hold of that, and let's see. Okay, so that's out to the palace. What? Wow. I sometimes forget that this is an online game where other players are present. Sometimes. Not always, but definitely sometimes when I'm out in the middle of nowhere. Okay, let's see. Abnathan below. Wait, wasn't Catwell just... Oh, well, I suppose. Let's see. Prefect Kalo, so those... Samarak. Wait. Wasn't Catwell just in here? I'm pretty sure he was... But, well, obviously not anymore. Alright, we'll just pilfer a bit more then. Palace Courtyard. No, I don't think he... And he isn't around here? Just having a walking cycle? No. Okay. Fair enough then. Fair enough. Then I suppose we shall look for him elsewhere. Ah, that was supposed to be a joke, but nah, didn't really fly. Okay, let's see. We have... we do have 4 markers. There were just 2 that were hidden behind one another. Cheeky! So, Samarak is right down below here. Well, shortcut. Whoop!
Quiet moments to meditate have been rare since Zamarak returned to Elsweyr. This one needed some time alone, especially after helping Tharn with the dragon at the Shadow Dance ruins. But you look like one who has important news, my friend.
Qa'Rajh wants us to gather at the moon gate of Enequina.
Zamarak suspected that would be our next destination. This one noticed that the moons have shifted in the sky, moving in a way that breaks their usual pattern. The betrayer's doing, yes? At least you and Queen Qa'Rajh returned from the ruins.
The betrayer set the moons to eclipse, but we killed him and Qa'Rajh is now attuned to the lattice.
Then we still have a chance. Zamarak has pledged his honor to Queen Qa'Rajh. He will not break that vow. This one has a purpose again, and will see it through no matter the cost. Zamarak will meet you at the moon gate, my friend.
I'll see you at the moon gate.
Queen Qa'Rajh, attuned to the lunar lattice. Zamarak never expected to see such a miracle in his lifetime. This one prays that it will be enough when we stand against the dragons.
Speaking of dragons, what happened after Qa'Rajh and I entered the
About
temple?
what you would expect. Tharn used flashy spells to confuse the dragon until it finally gave up and flew away. Then, we encountered the squad of Uraxians led by a necromancer. Those Zamarak dispatched. It was the least this one could do.
Okay. We do also have some... Wait, Rickard the Brash? That sounds a lot like a
Sure.
Nord name. It is a Nord.
Rickard
Is that a side quest?
brought more mead. Hello. Rickard was just asking this merchant which mound of colored powder he should eat first. Rickard says red. Merchant says please go away. We find ourselves as stalemates. But Rickard has bigger problems than what to eat for lunch.
What's wrong?
As soon as Rickard returned home from successful diplomatic endeavoring, the Scald King sent him to Elsweyr with gifts for the cats. Rickard is always given the most important, most faraway missions. Problem is, Rickard lost the gifts.
How did you lose them?
So many ways. First, a courier brought Rickard's package to Riverhold instead of Rimmen. Then, as our ship was boarding, a werebear attacked and stole honey needed for my special sweetbread. Last and not least, Rickard's famous minstrels are missing.
I'll help you recover your missing gifts.
Thank you, friend. Retrieve Rigurd's package from Thadara in Riverhold Marketplace and meet me after in the Stitches. Rigurd's diplomacy waits for no man, or woman, or cat. But be careful. Sweaty threats fill Elsweyr's deserts.
What's in the missing package?
Finest coats in all of Skyrim. A gift for Canon Reeve Jusdo to make peace between the Nords and Khajiit. Rigurd would already have them if his courier wasn't completely incontinent. The package was delivered to Thadara in Riverhold Marketplace.
I'm sure he meant incompetent, but... Right. I'll retrieve the package, but what about your stolen honey?
It's impossible to find Windhelm-worthy honey in Elsweyr, but this cat merchant says honey flowers for Merryvale Moon sugar farms will work for baking sweetbread. Rigurd's cooking is sure to make peace between the Nords and Khajiit.
I'll hope so. I'll gather the honey flowers, but what about the missing minstrels?
Rigurd hired Skyrim's best band, the Screaming Mammoths, to play for Lady Issa. She has great influence with the cats, so Rigurd needs to gain her favors to clinch peace between our peoples. Last Rigurd heard, the band was at Valenwood Gate.
Got it. I'll get the package, pick honey flowers, and search for the minstrels. Okay, well that's a bit of a collective. Okay, so that... Nope, nope. Oh, let's see... Tesuria... There we go. Nope, there we go. Right, so where's the next one? Catwell. At least that seems to be the closest one, judging by the marker's size. You're down in the river, Catwell? Yes, you are.
Hello! Come to partake in a before-the-battle cleansing? I find it prudent to make myself pristine prior to the start of a slaughter. In my experience, the subsequent blood and gore adheres much better to a well-laundered body.
Qa'Rajh wants us to gather at the Moongate of Enequina.
The Moongate? I hope to wash away the memories of the betrayer. Some stenches can't be removed with soap and water. I'm sorry I made the moons move, my friend. Sorry I helped the dragons.
That was the betrayer, Catwell, not you.
But before I became the gallantly gaunt, soul-shriven form you see today, I was the betrayer. I originally did all the terrible deeds that led us to this place. I'm rather ashamed. Dash it all.
So, help us fix this, Catwell. Help us stop the dragons from reaching Joe's core.
Yes, of course. That was my plan all along. Make up for my past atrocities by helping the nice cat people defeat the evil dragons, just like the hero I was before I became the betrayer. Tally-ho, then. I'll head to the Moongate now and meet you there.
I'll see you at the
As
Moongate.
nice as these facilities are, I miss the boiling plasm pools of Cold Harbor. Hot enough to melt the skin right off your bones. What an invigorating sensation.
Won't the water rust your armor?
And your point is?
Okay. Abnathan is right by. If we could find a ladder. Well, it seems a rather cozy place he's found himself.
Wine used to rejuvenate me after periods of intense exertion and spellcasting. Now I can barely taste the stuff. A good thing too. Khajiiti wine is cloyingly sweet, like drinking candied plums boiled in moon sugar. I presume you have news?
Qa'Rajh wants us to gather at the Moongate of Enequina.
The Moongate? A noble but futile proposition, I fear. The Khajiit should pack up and flee while they still can. Let the Alliance armies deal with this. Show them some fights are more important than deciding whose posterior best fits the Ruby Throne.
Are you suggesting we give up, Abnathan?
No. Just pondering other options. Too much of what we're facing was the inadvertent result of my actions or the actions of my family. Dragons, Euraxians, necromancers. The responsibility falls to me, and balance must be restored.
So you're still with us?
Would you stand a chance otherwise? Without my arcane and strategic insights, anything you try is destined to fail. I won't have that on my conscience. Now, allow me to finish this sickeningly sweet inebriant. One last indulgence before the end.
I'll see you at the Moongate.
By the way, I believe I understand the purpose of the Dragonhorn. After much consideration, the use and function of the ancient instrument has become clear. The Dragon Guard were clever, I'll say that for them.
You know how to use the Dragonhorn?
Theoretical knowledge isn't the same as practical experience, but I believe I understand the fundamentals of its operation. The Dragon Guard prepared a horn taken from a massive dragon and engraved it with arcane runes, giving it astonishing power.
The Dragonhorn is actually a dragon's horn?
Oh yes, I'm fairly certain of that. And I found historical references indicating the Dragon Guard gifted such relics to key locations, for their protection, you see. The one you located was originally in Rimmen before it was moved to the sanctuary.
So, how do we use it?
We have neither the time nor resources to move the large relic, but the small horn you brought back, it's called a combat horn, by the way, was designed to be carried into battle. Once charged with energy, its sound weakens dragons.
Qa'Rajh charged the horn and shadow
One
danced him.
problem solved then. The next is sheer age. This ancient combat horn is exceedingly fragile. I'm not sure how many times we can sound the horn before it disintegrates into dust. For that reason, I suggest we save it until we absolutely need it.
Well, that was Qa'Rajh's plan anyway, so... Right. Just need Prefect Kalo. Seems he's in the market district of Rimmen. So that works to an extent. At least they're outside and I don't have to go through numerous inns and taverns for the sake of finding him. Oh, he hadn't loaded in.
The quiet moments between battles.
Your armor...
I like to spend the time catching up on my reading. History, military strategy, recipe books. My secret pleasure is a good mystery, though.
There we go.
And the new Investigator Veil is a real page-turner.
Qa'Rajh wants us to gather at the Moongate of
I've been
Iniquina.
waiting for the order to move out. I sent most of the Cygnus Irregulars on ahead with Qa'Rajh, but a small contingent remained here in case our earlier guess was wrong. I assume events in the ruins confirmed our theory?
Yes, I killed the betrayer, but not before he set the moons in motion to open the Moongate.
Understood. We need to defend the Moongate and stop the dragons from using it when it opens. Keep them from reaching Jode's core. Well, at least now we have a mission. And just hope the Qa'Rajh can get over their aversion to working with my troops.
Has there been much trouble integrating your forces with the
Queen
Qa'Rajh?
Euraxia's tyranny made the Qa'Rajh wary. I don't blame them for that. I just want to show them that not all Imperials are tyrants. That they can trust at least a few of us. It will come, as long as we don't turn on each other first.
I'll see you at the Moongate. Alright, so let's check on the map where this gate is at. Oh. 2 moons at Atana Temple. Is that not it? Oh, it's way down here. Moongate of Iniquina. Oh! I think I found a shard there or something like that. Right, but, well, as you can see from how far it is on the map, there is no way we're making it down there in this episode. It just isn't possible. However, there are side quests. And, well, side quests are also a part of this story. Have I really not completed any of these? According to the map completion, I haven't. Well, that's a bit of a I mean, I've definitely been through the Tomb of Serpents. Don't remember this one though. Desert Wind Caverns, yep, been there as well. Predator Mesa. Okay, maybe that one I haven't. Darkpool Mine. I think I went through that one with necromancers. So it seems it haven't exactly caught up on these. What's interesting is that I've only collected a third of the sky shards that are to be found here. At least judging from the map completion. Right, so... So down here is the Valenwood Gate, so that's where the minstrels are. I have met them, the quest wasn't active at the time. We have Merrywale, help the Moonsugar farms with their troubles. I think that one makes sense to do that along the way down, and then as long as we're not teleported away from the Moon Gate, we can go and catch the minstrels. But there is a sore thumb sticking out, and that's the quest marker to go and talk to Thadara up in Riverhold. So let's grab a horse and get that. Okay, so we want Thadara. Okay. Raisins, time for you to get to work, buddy. So we want to be heading westward, yes? Alright. And we'll be using raisins for the sake of getting there faster. This is just a fetch and collect quest, so I don't expect there to be much fighting, but this is fine. Oh, didn't mean for you to go over that. We'll leave that. Don't really need more crafting materials right now, but, well... Can I make it to Riverhold on a full stamina bar? With full sprint? It seems like it. Or perhaps the distances here aren't as great as they were in... Oh no, that was just a plant. I thought it was a sky shard because it had that glow to it. Sky shards have a bit more glow to them. So, I'm never going for 100% map completion. I don't care about that. I do care about finding lores and finding side quests. And, well, if those two are combined, and if I happen to fill out the map while doing so, that's nice. But it's not something that I absolutely quest for. It's merely a happy coincidence that sort of is there along the way. Okay, we got the Riverhold Way Shrine. I don't think we need to be riding any longer. What did that take? 2 minutes? That was nice. Very fast, very efficient. And I don't have to fast travel. And that's really what I don't want to do unless it is a part of a story.
Congratulations on finding the finest cloth merchant in all of Riverhold. Thadara can see that you are in desperate need of a renovation.
Actually, I'm here to pick up a package for Rigurd.
Thadara was wondering how much longer she would need to keep this stinking thing in her shop. Thadara doesn't know what's inside, but it smells like hot horse cheeks. Your friend Rigurd told you about the delivery fee? Yes.
there's a delivery fee.
The courier who brought Rigger's rotten package was promised payment upon delivery. The Dara assumed someone would eventually come to claim its disgusting contents, so she paid the fee herself. It's only fair that the Dara be reimbursed, yes?
How much was the
You
fee?
can see the courier's invoice for yourself. The Dara wouldn't want you to think you were being cheated. Everything seems correct, yes?
So I could use Intimidate as a fighter's guild sort of skill. It's a passive skill that gives you this extra option. But I mean, I have more than 400,000 septims. Yes, here's your goal for the delivery.
Thank you, friend. The Dara had doubts.
Right. Okay, so that should have cleared that out. Let's just zoom out again. Yeah, so he wants us to meet... Oh, it's the quest marker for Rigard. So because he wanted honey from Merrywale, and the minstrels are down here, I think what would make sense is that we, instead of going down here straight away, is that we try and go for this side quest. So that is where I will meet you next time, near Hakushe, I believe it is. So until next time, take care.